My books are clearly so organized, there's crap lying everywhere. Hello, welcome to Sound and Fury Book Reviews. As usual, I'm Tina. Today I'm doing a book review of The Cataphract Oath by Marc Edmond. This is a fantasy novel. It's self-published. It came out in 2025. I received this book from this self-published science fiction competition number 5, where I am a judge. This book is a quarter-finalist from my team, Team Space Girls. I don't rank the books in each stage until I've read all of them, so I won't be giving this a score in this review, but I will be providing an in-depth review. An exciting novel with giant mech suits and fun action, The Cataphract Oath is a blast. What is it about? He needs a job. She needs an engineer. The kingdom needs a hero. For centuries, the kingdom of Leovaix has been protected by its ancient towering war machines powered by clockwork and alchemy, piloted by the bravest souls in the kingdom. Journeyman Victor Brindon has studied for most of his life to be one of the honored few allowed to work on these venerable machines, but when his thesis experiment explodes in front of the most powerful man in the kingdom, his career prospects are left in shambles. With no other options, Victor enters the employ of Countess Fenvale, a noble with little to her name but a sharp sword, a large dog, and a huntress, a cataphract in dire need of repair. It's a simple plan. If Victor can restore the huntress, then Lady Fenvale can reclaim her birthright. But what should be a straightforward salvage job grows far more complicated as soon as they find themselves facing roving highwaymen, scheming nobles, and playwrights of dubious talent. It'll take all of Victor's ingenuity and Lady Fenvale's valor to make it out alive. But will even that be enough to carry the day, or will Victor's career end as explosively as it began? Yes, this book is super fun. It's quite short too, so it's a quick read, and that cover is awesome. That's one of the better covers I've seen this year. It's so good. Now, perhaps my fellow judges will correct me, but I don't think this is a sci-fi. The mech suits, if you can call them that, they run on science with some sort of alchemical core, but we're never told what the core is made of. I kind of understood it to be some kind of magic or some kind of a chemical reaction. Unless I was severely, missed something, it didn't feel like a sci-fi at all. It felt more like a steampunk that is wholly fantasy, but that is my opinion. If the judges outrule me, that is fine. That doesn't really matter in terms of this review because this book has excellent battle scenes. They're quick-paced, easy to follow, and the prose is snappy. I really enjoyed this book. And it also helps that the characters are super enjoyable too. The two main characters have motives that make sense and situations that make them empathetic. You know, a disgraced scientist and a woman held back simply by being a woman. And then the villain was excellent because while you didn't like him, as you shouldn't, he's a prick, he's not hyperbolic. He has small moments of humanity which really round him out. Like you can see him being an actual person, even though a person that you do not like. I also love the, albeit obvious, unspoken secret of one of the characters, and I loved the dog, of course. I love a dog. The writing was top-notch, lacking a lot of the stuff that gives books a no in the competition for me, and that I focus on as an editor when I'm editing other people's books, like too much passive voice, too much telling versus showing, point of view issues, stilted sentences. This book had none of that. This book flows really, really well. I love these two lines. He carried himself with an aristocratic, confident swagger, chin tilted up as if to keep the tip of his meticulously trimmed goatee pointed forward like the prow of a sailing ship. That's a great way to describe someone. And as a library fan, this one had me laughing because the shade that is cast is quite strong. With no small degree of annoyance, Victor realized the books had been arranged merely by size and the color of their binding instead of by subject, which is to say they weren't organized at all. I personally can't stand color organized books. My books are clearly so organized, there's crap lying everywhere. Overall, it's a wonderful and entertaining novel, and I'll check out the second one at some point too, for sure. It sounds really fun too. Because it's a competition book, I also had to make notes for critique, as I can't give all books 10 out of 10 as much as I would love to. Now, none of these things really distracted me from reading, so if this book sounds great to you, it really is. You should give it a shot. I'm just going to list these things because I think it's good critique for the author if I happen to watch this, and I don't know, as proof for when I give it a ranking in the competition. I don't know. I wanted more world building in this story. Why was that other country attacking at the start? Just for shits and gigs? What are their motives? Is it land? Is it resources? Is it just pure glory of the hunt? I don't know. I wasn't sure unless I missed it. If the world has cataphracts, which run on some sort of what seems to be infinite power, why has no one invented an infinite power to train? Why don't they use these cataphract hearts or whatever for practical machinery or for heating? You can heat a whole town if you put that thing in a furnace. That's just more of a question on my part. I'm very much into logistics and stuff like that. So for me, I'm oh, an infinite power machine. You should use it to make public transit. The one thing story-wise that held me back a little bit from like giving this book like a 5 out of 5 was the pacing was too fast when Victor and Lady Fenville first start working together. I wanted some more time for them to develop a friendship or at least rapport, but that time felt like it flew by too quickly. I wanted to kind of build more on like the fun nature of their competing personality dynamics, and I found that while that did happen in the kind of like last 2/3 of the book, in the first third I think I could have used a bit more kind of conversation, a bit more dialogue, a bit more just kind of build up to that in that point. There was one minor side plot too that felt kind of inevitable. It felt a bit too unearned, like it was a bit too easy for this person to change their mind on something. I just was kind of like, it kind of felt obvious, and I was like, oh, I mean, it was a good thing. I wasn't opposed to it, like how it ended and stuff like that. I just kind of saw it coming, but not a major thing. Also, I've read so many books, it's kind of hard for me to be surprised. Lastly, it ends on a cliffhanger. I hate a cliffhanger. Sorry, not my cup of tea. That is a personal preference thing. That won't, impact my scoring of the book later, but it's just a personal thing on my part. I'm not really fond of a cliffhanger. Anyway, thank you for checking out this review, and good luck to the book in the rest of the competition. So thanks.